Hello again, everyone. Welcome to my 500 subscriber special. This time we're going back in time even earlier than the Apple IIc that I had before as a kid, to the very first computer that we had in the household, the TI-99 from Texas Instruments. My father got it to try to teach my sister and I basic programming skills, try to get the, logic-oriented mindset built into us from ingrained in us from the a very early age, but we had games so that didn't work out so well. As you can see, you've got press 1 for TI Basic and press 2 for TI Invaders. So we'll do what I always did as a kid: play the game. It's Space Invaders. I'm terrible at Space Invaders. I think the highest score that I don't know what the highest score I ever got as a kid was, but it was really low. I can only rarely, if ever, manage to take out an entire rank of these guys. But hey, when you're 4 years old, you don't really care about that very much. All you care about is, keep trying. So I wanted to thank everyone for, all the comments that you've left, and I really appreciate everyone who has, watched and subscribed. Even if you don't leave comments, I appreciate that you're taking some time out of your life to watch what I'm producing and hopefully enjoying it. I have a great time. Well, there I go. Playing the games. Coming up with the voices, reading them out. Trying to get the appropriate emotion and everything like that. Yeah, there we go. I knew I was gonna die eventually. Kikoskia and her crabbiness are by far the biggest influence on me in that regard, because I tend to like watching Let's Plays as I'm doing something else. Nothing intensive, but, while I'm at work or, reading, new blog posts or forum posts or something like that, doing some writing, that kind of thing. And if I have to watch the screen itself, especially if it's a game that I've played before, it's not going to necessarily discourage me from doing it, but I miss a lot more about the game. There are some Let's Plays that I've watched where the people didn't read any of the text, and I came back after watching a few episodes and I'm like, I have no idea what happened. So it definitely helps me, remember what goes on in the game. And that's really the main reason why I do it. And from comments that I've received, you guys are enjoying it. So I really appreciate that. Wow. 20 points. I am awesome. Should probably get under these. Yeah, there we go. 60 points. All right. I'm doing great. But, yeah, so, I'm looking forward to, many more subscribers, many more episodes, many more games. XCOM is just about complete. Just got the, I think one more episode of the, failures to go. And then the following week I will have, I'll be reorganizing the schedule. If you're wondering what that's going to be, I haven't decided yet, but keep an eye on the sidebar on my channel. Check my Facebook page. I'll be mentioning in both places what the new schedule is going to be. Probably by Sunday. I should have decided by then what I'm going to do. I also expect Dark Queen of Krynn to finish up pretty soon. We're near the end. There isn't a whole lot left in the game, just a few more areas. So that's probably going to be 2 more weeks, I think. That's my guess. And then we'll be starting a new game at that point. And I will tell you right now that will be Ultima 6. I generally like to keep some of the games a surprise, but a lot of people have been asking when that's coming. And I don't mind telling you that that's what's next. There haven't been too many Ultima 6 Let's Plays out there, actually. So hopefully that'll generate even more views and subscribers. I was actually kind of disappointed with the number of views that Xenogears is getting. I kind of expected that to be more popular. You feel free to mention, if there's something about it that you don't like, let me know. If you're just waiting for it to finish before watching it all, yeah, fair enough. I'm just curious. I'm not going to quit it, so it's still going to go on. As I've mentioned during the playthrough, it is my favorite game, and I've really been looking forward to playing it again and doing a Let's Play of it. I am really enjoying it. So, hey, it's not easy to predict some of these things, and I don't know. It just surprised me. I don't really have much to say about it, though, beyond that. I'm a little, I'm disappointed simply because, when you really like something and you want to share it, and, it doesn't generate as much interest as you'd hoped. Yeah, what can you say? I'm getting some comments on it, and people who are commenting are really enjoying it. That's the important thing, so, yeah. I don't know. I'll move on to another topic now. Going back for a moment to the Facebook page, there's a link on the sidebar. It's a really good way to get in touch with me if you have general questions, not specifically related to a game that's ongoing or something like that. If you have suggestions for games to play, feel free to mention them. I can't guarantee anything. As I've said before, I'm not a big fan of newer games, and I do have a pretty long list of games that I would like to play. So, if you mention something, don't expect it, unless it's pretty much the only way that something that you suggest is going to be played real soon is if I was already planning on playing it real soon. Like if someone popped up right now and said, hey, you should play Ultima 6. Then they'd be kind of surprised and think that I took their advice and played it. But I do look at the games. I'll take a look to see what they are oftentimes. But I'm not a big fan of newer games. If there are older games that you would really like to see me play, by all means, definitely mention those, and I'll take a look at them and see if they fit in anytime soon. I don't have a definitive list of when I'm going to be playing any of the games, really, that I plan to play. So, mostly it's, when I finish a game, what am I in the mood for? But I do have a list of games that I'm planning to play in the near future. But, like I said, feel free to mention it. I'll take a look. I'll consider it. Just keep in mind my personal preferences. But if you have other questions or other comments, the Facebook page is also great for that. Private message is fine too. I read those and I will respond to questions and queries and stuff like that, comments. Commenting on the videos is fine too in that regard. I just kind of don't like getting a comment about something completely unrelated on a game. Like, it just seems... Yeah, I'd just rather get that in a private message or something like that. But yeah, it's not something that is a huge deal for me. Also, mostly unrelated to my Let's Plays, I've got a blog where I post Dungeons & Dragons related stuff, specifically Advanced Dungeons & Dragons 2nd Edition, which is my edition of choice. Yeah, I've got some ongoing projects on there. I don't post that much, but For those of you interested in 2nd edition, that's a good place to go. And I will be honest, Kikoskia starting up Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. It's really great for making comments in the posting comments in the comments section about 2nd edition. So I have enjoyed that quite a bit. But yeah. Regarding the like Neverwinter Nights and Unlimited Adventures, which I have been mentioning for a while. One of the reasons why I'm not going to do one of those right after Dark Queen of Krynn is because I'm a little bit not. I need a break from the Gold Box games. You know, kind of been playing them practically, you know, a year and a half nonstop. So I just need a break from them. But expect Neverwinter Nights or Unlimited Adventures to make an appearance, you know, sometime probably after Ultima 6 finishes. We'll see exactly, you know, when I get to that point. Ultima 6 is going to be a long Let's Play for sure, though. So it could be a while. But I am planning to, I mean, obviously, Unlimited Adventures is going to be more of a tutorial series than an actual Let's Play. But I'm planning to try to make a small module and try to show off, you know, everything that you can do in the basic toolkit of Unlimited Adventures using that option, using that, you know, using the basic options in the game. I'll probably also at some point do third-party editors and stuff like that. But it's been a while since I've looked at those, and I'm not terribly familiar with them anymore. So I don't know what exactly I'll get to. But I'll probably also be, you know, over time, occasionally doing, you know, various modules that people have posted on the internet. So when you know, feel free to, you know, if you know of Unlimited Adventures modules that you'd like me to put on my list of things to try out at some point, you know, go ahead and, you know, suggest them to me. I'll create a list of things that people are interested in seeing me play. And I'll definitely consider them. Try to do a Let's Play of those modules. Keep the, you know, Gold Box gaming alive as long as possible. I got no problem with that. Let's see, what else did I want to talk about? I actually made a list of stuff that I was going to talk about, so I'm just looking through that to see what I missed. I think it's mostly it. I guess I'll show off some more of the TI-99 here. One of my, you might have noticed that I'm using the filter, which actually comes off the screen, so you can't see the exact filter I'm using. It's the Super 2XI. And you may have noticed that I don't use the those. Oh, incidentally, you get this will reset the emulator. Are you sure? Yes, that's fine. I don't use those on like DOSBox and the NES, SNES, PlayStation emulator, that kind of thing. I don't like those filters. I like seeing the actual pixels just doubled or tripled in size. But I don't have a whole lot of choice here since I can't select the resolution for this game. It has a dynamic window that you can drag and resize dynamically. I've set it to keep the aspect ratio, but that's about it. So unless I'm really lucky and manage to get the perfect you know, resolution, there's nothing I can do about getting the well, there we go. Wow, I actually did a lot better than I usually do. I can't get the aspect ratio, I mean the pixel size correct. So I don't have much choice in what I show. No, that's not quite right. I'm sorry. Concentrating on the game now, and that's kind of causing me problems. Actually doing a lot better than I usually do. I'm impressed with myself. I really, really am. Oh, crap. He sped up. That's by far the highest score that I've gotten. This was one of the other games that I liked. But yeah, I don't like using the filters. I like seeing the actual pixels. But I can't set the window size for this game, for the emulator, in the menu options, and that's one of my big complaints about this emulator. The only way you can set the specific resolution is if you do full size, which I don't like doing full size either, so... anyway, this will be one of the few times that you'll see me use the filters. So, if you like the filters, you know, keep watching. You'll get a bit more of it in this video. I played Car Wars a lot, but the game that I really enjoyed, that I probably played by far the most, was Hunt the Wumpus. This one is a classic. This one is a true classic. It started, I'm not sure when it was actually created, but it was originally like a mainframe machine game. Sorry, let me start that again, so I'm not talking over the music that I love so much. Yeah, it's 3 different languages. Hunt the Wumpus. I definitely put by far the most time into this game. I would have gone through this in the at the beginning rather than Space Invaders, but I really need to think more for this game than that one. So it makes it hard to talk about the games. All right. So basically, there are when you've got two. When you've got the red dots, it means you're close to the Wumpus. The green circles mean that you're close to a pit, and those black things are bats. When you're close to where you think the Wumpus is, hit Q to fire. Your little guy turns blue. Aim in the direction that you think the Wumpus is. I think it's up. And I got the Wumpus. All right. Yeah, the music has really stuck with me. For the music for this game has really stuck with me as well. Yeah, see, there's the Wumpus. That's by far the best death music. And I fall down a pit. Awesome. I couldn't tell you how many hours I put into this game, but it was a considerable number. Let's try that. Yep, got it. So yeah, pretty easy. Let's go ahead and... Oh, incidentally, you'll see it says back, change options. You really need to have the text file with this emulator open at the same time so you can see what the special keyboard commands are. In this case, back is Alt-9. Let's go to a hard maze. Let's do blindfold. Excuse me. So basically with this mode, you only know the current square that you're in. Jeez. Well, that's not good. And I fall down a pit. That's okay. It's been so long that I'm not really trying to be all that good at this game. Just like that. I got eaten. But yeah, this was definitely the game that I played the most as a kid. I love it. It is not that many, you know, I mean, some of the games that I played as a kid, I've completely forgotten about. I can't remember a damn thing. But this one, Oregon Trail, are two of the games that have really stuck with me. You know, every little bit really has stuck with me. And this one in particular, the music, and those jaws closing in on you. So good. Let's try that. Nope. You got another meal, Wumpus. One day I will get you. One day I will get you. So the red square means that 2 moves away from you is the Wumpus. But it doesn't include the, those curving passageways. Let's see. How about here? Let's just do that. Probably gonna get eaten. Yep. Hadn't figured out enough of the map yet. I don't know what the difference is between easy and hard mode in a regular version, actually. Maybe it's just the number of twists and turns that are on the map. I don't know. It could definitely be it, though. Now, Express mode is very, very strange. Let's do Pro Maze on normal so that we can actually see what the difference. See if we can figure out what the differences are. I think it really does mean how many of the twisting corridors there are. Wow. Yeah, there we go. Figured I would get eaten eventually. Let's see. What was that map like? Yeah, it's got to be the number of twisting corridors, which pretty much meant that almost all of the actual squares were had the red dots in it, and there was a chunk that you couldn't get to at all. Actually, that's very strange. Huh. That is very, very twisty. Wow. I expected more twisting corridors. Not sure what happens if you shoot down a twisting corridor towards the Wumpus. I don't know if it works. Are you gonna pick me up anymore? Nope. There we go. Well, let's just try that. Nope. I didn't think so. Let's reveal the map. Oh, yeah. Yep. Ah, well. Yeah, I put endless hours into this game. That's so much fun. Anyway, before I finish up, it wasn't very long. I just kind of wanted to show some of the games that some of the other games I had as a kid on the TI-99 4, and really thank you all for watching and subscribing and commenting. I really appreciate it. I really enjoy it. I wanted to give a couple shout-outs to you know, some other Let's Players that I enjoy that have given me shout-outs and stuff like that. A few months ago, I think it was a few months ago, Alana Ray gave me a shout-out, which I really appreciate. Definitely generated some more subscribers. Some more of you came in, found me through him, and seem to be enjoying it, so I appreciate that. He has taken an indefinite break from Let's Plays, which is unfortunate as well. I enjoy his stuff. Played a lot of old RPGs. Hopefully he comes back eventually. But we'll see. You know, obviously, if he is not feeling, you know, if he's not enjoying it anymore, if he's not, doesn't just, you know, for whatever reason, just doesn't want to do it anymore, you know, that's, you know, his choice. I'm not criticizing that at all. I'll enjoy what he's put up and stuff like that, you know, and hope that, yeah, I'm just hope that he comes back eventually. I also recently got a bit of a shout out from Game Hoarder. He's playing through Pool of Radiance right now. It's great to see more people playing the Gold Box games, doing Let's Plays of the Gold Box games. When I started, you know, that was one of the things that I started playing, was Pool of Radiance, because I think at the time no one had actually completed a Let's Play of it. There might have been one. I can't remember for sure. But there's a lot more now, and of course, there are, you know, lots of other, you know, lots of other Gold Box games have been played as well, which is fantastic. I love seeing more people play the Gold Box games. They really are, in my opinion, you know, I mean, Baldur's Gate, I'm not, you know, not to criticize it at all, but I really do think that the Gold Box games were the best interpretation of the AD&D rule set, even if it is first edition. There were just there's a number of things that Baldur's Gate relied on the computer to do that isn't in the actual game, the pencil and paper version. You know, things doing percentages. You really don't have things doing percentages in the pencil and paper game, and that bugs me. I don't know exactly why. It just bugs me. I want as close as you can get to the pencil and paper rule set as you can. That's just me, though. Yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying Baldur's Gate despite my complaints about the engine and stuff like that. So, and I fully plan to play through, you know, most of the other Infinity Engine games at some point. You know, obviously we'll have to see Elmandretta's continuing adventures in Baldur's Gate 2. I'm looking forward to eventually doing Icewind Dale and being able to create a full party. Excuse me. So, you know, that's definitely... Oh. Wow. I was expecting that to get him. Yeah, I'm looking forward to a full party of characters that I create. And Planescape Torment is by far one of the, you know, seems to be one of the highest rated games in terms of a, you know, the actual storyline. So that should be good. Obviously, I got to give a shout out to DOSBox Mom. She constantly refers to me, so you know, check her out as well. Some of my other favorite LPers. I've got definitely got to mention Battle Bunny. Plays a lot of strategy games. Definitely check him out. I believe he's Dutch. But his English is very good. So, you know, even if you have problems with accents, like I sometimes have problems with accents, trouble understanding people, I have no problems understanding him. He tends to play strategy games like Civilization, XCOM, that kind of thing. Dr. Perks, he's a German Let's Player in German, so there is definitely a language barrier, but knowing the gold box games like I do when I, and XCOM, which are two of the games that he's been playing lately. Well, all the multiple gold box games. I don't need to understand exactly what he's saying to see what's going on. But obviously, I definitely understand for people who need the language to be the same for watching. And, games like his Wizardry Let's Play, I watched it for a little while, but I don't know the game, so I was just really not following what was going on, unfortunately. I also noticed Gavarok is back to posting Let's Plays. He quit shortly before I started doing Let's Plays. Well, maybe not shortly. I don't know, some time before. But he's back. He's playing a game made through RPG Maker, I believe. And I'm looking forward to seeing what else he's going to be doing. And her crabbiness, I guess she got a new computer recently and has started doing some more Let's Plays again. She did some streaming, and now she's in the progress of King's Quest IV, The Perils of Rosala, which was one of the... It wasn't the first King's Quest game that I played, but it was the first one that I actually owned and played through on my own. So definitely check all of those Let's Players out. I'll put links in the description. Like I said earlier, if you want to keep in touch with me, ask me general questions, Facebook and private message are the way to go. And if you like AD&D 2nd Edition, check out my blog. I'm actually thinking about making some videos of, like reviews and stuff like that of 2nd Edition products and things like that, and discussing some of the rules and things of that nature. So I haven't decided. I'm kind of on the fence. I don't know how that'll go, but we'll see. I'm looking forward to the rest of the year and continuing Let's Plays, and I hope you've all enjoyed what I've made so far and will continue to enjoy it, and thank you all for subscribing. I really appreciate it. I'll see you in the next Let's Play.